Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wrestling Fans Insight Sunday Takedown. I am John Hoppe, along with my brother William. How you doing?
Fantastic.
Carlos,
Hello.
is with us in the building. How you doing?
Uzi, not. I'm good.
Yeah, and if for those of you actually watching us live, we also have a third one with us, Bryan the Hype Ballard. How you doing, Bryan?
Doing good. That intro music, I wish I could find a way to pipe in crowds and arenas chanting Wrestling Fans Insight, Wrestling Fans Insight, in the background. But I don't think the arenas chanted our name, have they?
Well, I think that would take up a lot of wind for all of our fans to say that. But yeah,
we can dream. We can dream.
Yeah, we can always dream. But Trisha Pilot's in the room. Hello,
Hi,
Trisha.
What up?
Hope you're doing well. So watching this week, how'd you guys feel about the programming all around for all of the promotions? We'll start with Carlos.
I thought it was kind of, if I'm being honest, besides the MJF match and Kenny Omega, I feel like it was just kind of mid. I feel like SmackDown, they had the they're on FS1, so I think, and then they were just like, we have Roman this week, so we're gonna just phone in the matches, and because we have Roman Reigns here, it was missable. I thought Rampage, I liked Santana Ortiz. That was a good match. I thought the programming was okay, but it wasn't anything spectacular. I'm irritated with Ric Flair. I think Ric Flair being in AEW, I feel like Tony Khan's a hypocrite, but we can get to that later or for another time. But I thought overall it was good, but I mean it wasn't like oh my god, like week of wrestling, but it was entertaining.
Bryan,
it was an ice cream sundae. What I mean by that is, the base was, it was necessary, but it wasn't, like to Carlos's point, anything that was really sweet that you're going to eat, right? It was the dish, and you got the build up, but the real end was that whipped cream and cherry on top. That was Kenny Omega versus MJF. That was the top of the Sunday for me, and that was the chef's kiss. Mwah.
Good analogy. My goodness. That's why I keep you around.
William?
Yeah, I thought it was mostly long-winded and mundane. Like they said, obviously MJF and Kenny Omega was the big match. NXT did a lot of moves on the first night of Halloween Havoc that kind of just had me scratching my head. I was a little annoyed with some of the things that went on that program, but I mean, it was solid.
What actually kind of stunned me was seeing Lyra Valkyria get the championship victory over Becky Lynch. That one stunned me.
Yeah, they did a few confusing things.
Yeah. I think that was Becky's call. Like, that's what I think about that.
It might have been too. She may have never actually really wanted that championship, but
probably didn't.
I think it was kind of a thing to help elevate Tiffany Stratton too. So, but the one that really shocked me was Chase U winning.
Oh my gosh! Right,
winning the tag team championships off the family. I'm like,
over under. They have those belts for 4 weeks.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 1 week deal.
Yeah,
I think the family's gonna want a rematch next or this coming.
Or week. Is this where we finally see? Or this is where we finally see ALP show up and they get the belts?
This is where I want to see it come crashing down for Chase U and just get rid of that damn gimmick.
I don't know. I think the Chase U gimmick's fine, but I think I'm a little surprised because I really haven't kept up with it quite a bit.
Nothing's okay with wrestling in a sweater.
Well, no, Thea Hill should have been on her own, making the full-on heel turn with JC Jane and all that. So,
but at the same time, it's irritating for me. Like, if you're gonna put her with JC Jane, why don't you just keep Toxic Attraction together? Like, that's again, it's like it's one of the things where it's like, what the fuck? It's just like, don't I mean? Like, I feel like Will's feel is like, again, should have never broke her. If you're gonna put her back with her partner, you should have just kept her with Gigi, And why couldn't he get in? They could have roped her in there too with the Hale,
what's Shane Douglas doing now? Can we get Dean Douglas to be Chase U's manager?
I doubt it.
Go with the whole school Dean gimmick thing.
Yeah, but there's one problem there. You got Chad Frost in charge of NXT.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I don't think that's going to go too well right now.
He'll bring back Marty Jannetty as the old guy in college, trying to get one last do his friend a solid, banging all the girls.
Could we get like an older wrestler that comes back?
Yeah,
to
Marty
college?
Jannetty. Yeah,
Marty, but he was an okay wrestler. Like he was good tag team. Like somebody that wasn't really good, but yet needs to go back to wrestling school. That's retired. I don't know.
Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, we'll leave it. Let's leave it right there. But anyways, yeah, I do have to agree on the same point you all made. I thought match of the week was definitely MJF and Kenny Omega. Not only was it match of the week, I think that was the best main event Collision's ever had since its debut. Do you guys agree with that?
100%. And if you guys listening have not watched that match, you don't even have to watch all Collision. I would just watch the last half hour of Collision. I thought they were going to, I prepared myself for it to be kind of a hook or crook kind of syndrome. I pictured it would be like a 10-minute in a run-in fest and it would just end in, chaos. And I was okay with that because I figured it would be something building for future stories, but they gave us a good, clean, amazing main event. One of the rare times I actually tweeted to all three, Tony Khan, Kenny, and MJF, and I said, thank you. And I meant that. Thank you for giving me something like that to watch. And so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll probably watch it again, honestly, later tonight because I just want to take a second look at it.
How gracious of you to reach out to Tony Khan and MJF like that. Wow.
I know I know Tony Khan likes fan interactions. So, if you weren't blocked by him, you could do it too. But
I'm not blocked by him.
Oh, trust me, he probably blocked you. Tony told me.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Wow.
You mean like that, what was it, part-time genie or something on X app who was blocking everybody?
Can you let MJF know that I won't be jealous if he puts out for my boyfriend Max? I'm okay with it. Let him know. Since you're talking to him, since you're buddies.
Well, we think you would have that influence with it being 69 day. So,
I'm over the Acclaim, if I'm being honest. I'm fucking God.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I really am, honestly. I'm just they're too fucking cheesy. It's go back to being heels or something. The storyline. I love them. I'll support them, but if I'm being honest, I'm fucking over them. I'm fucking they're.
How do you really feel?
I just said it.
Okay.
I'm over it.
Just checking. So, well, unfortunately, we're still without Heather. Want to send our well wishes and shout out to her. Hope she gets feeling better. Still having some personal medical issues, so hope she gets back on her feet here. Hopefully by the end of the years. But
she's back on X today, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, for a little bit. She gets on for a little bit, but then she's drained. So just kind of be patient with her when it comes to responses and everything. So, however, today I really wanted to go over the WWE Crown Jewel Premium Live event card. It's coming up this Saturday, unfortunately, still in Saudi Arabia. And please make sure you note the special start time. I believe it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
as Alex on Sour Grapes on Fightful says, the sands of time. I love it.
Oh boy. Anyways, why don't we go ahead and get started, because I know we're kind of limited on time with Bryan today. So let's start off with the opener. Well, I don't know if it's the opener. We're just calling it the opener. This is for the WWE Women's World Championship, which is a fatal 5-way.
If it's the opener, I get to start watching at 10:30 then. So that's cool. I got another half hour.
Wow, there we go. William's already given his thoughts on the match already. So we have the champion Rhea Ripley defending against Nia Jax, also against Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoe Stark. And since Bryan's kind of the FNG today, well, why don't we start with Bryan on his prediction for this one?
All right. For me, it's Rhea Ripley retaining. I don't see a title change for her yet. I think she's, I think her title reign is still continuous, and I could see her having even a lengthy title match, even like a reign even past Mania, honestly. I just think she's too strong. She was just rated very highly in the women's pro wrestling list, and I just think there's just too much going for her.
Carlos?
Oh, definitely Rhea Ripley. I mean, again, if Bryan, if you talk to Rhea too, if you could let her know that I'm grateful she's actually defending her title for once, so, you know, get that message to her too.
Bitter party of one. Bitter. There's that table.
I know you said, yeah, I mean, since you're so connected to all these stars, we didn't know we had such a celebrity with us. I mean,
what's your order, Carlos? A bitter breakfast, bitter breakfast with a side of gravy.
I wonder if we can ever record one episode where Carlos hasn't got like some ant in his pants or some shit.
We would need some duct tape and some right to censor logos.
It's called a gimmick, doing it for views, guys. God, get with the program. But no, I like this match. I think this match has the chance to be as like the match of the. I mean, I think it has a chance to surprise people. I wouldn't necessarily think it's gonna be the match of the night, but I found my respect back for Nia Jax just after hearing some interviews and like how she got herself back into shape, her depression. Just doing my research on her has kind of made me a fan of her again. So I'm excited. And I love Zoe Stark. I'm excited to see what they do with this match, but I definitely don't see the title changing, especially now with Becky dropping the title. I think they start building towards that match for Mania.
William?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rhea, of course.
Yeah.
I like Bryan said, I don't think this is the time to be taking that title from her. My only thing about this match is it's just you're splitting the focus too much.
Well, someone needs to give Roman a run for his money, so
Yeah.
But it's also about having 5 women on a match in Saudi Arabia, guys.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's irritating to me.
Yeah, I'm going with the rest of you. I'm right there on the Rhea Ripley train. I think it's still kind of early and where she's still got the dominance and the fans behind her. I just don't think right now would be the wise move to take it off her. So Rhea Ripley,
but maybe they'll let Raquel wear her real top, since there's no chance of her popping out,
Wow. Wow.
And this is the gay guy that said that. That's the worst part.
Yeah, where's your inclusion coming from here, bud?
Hey, let me ask you guys this. Outside of Rhea Ripley, who benefits the most from this match?
I think Zoe Stark.
Okay.
I think Nia Jax too. I think getting her cooking again, because I think Nia Jax could be that opponent for Jade too. I think they need to get her back as that monstrous heel. So I think it's Nia Jax if I'm being honest.
And Carlos, you got a wow emoji from Trisha there. Dude, she can't believe you even went there. That's pretty bad.
That's the O face. That's not the wow emoji. That's the O face.
Oh, you can see it too, Bryan?
I could see it on the screen there.
Oh, that was hilarious. To be honest, I think the fans benefit, but if you're talking as far as talent, I think they all can benefit from it, to be honest.
I don't think it helps Baszler much.
That's the problem. They have not really utilized Baszler right.
No.
Period.
Especially after with Ronda doing the favors for her. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, the new rumor popping up for Ronda lately.
AEW bound, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And I'll cover that probably in a short here this week. So while we move on to the next match, John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. Carlos, let's actually start with you on this one.
Man, this is I'm gonna go with John Cena. I think after his promos, if he doesn't win, then why am I supposed to be interested in him as a fan anymore? Then he's just the loser and he should retire. So but at the same time, I think it's great storytelling, because again, he can always come back later. But I feel like with the storyline that they've been doing with John Cena, he has to win this match. I'm going with John Cena.
All right. Bryan?
I am going with John Cena as well. And here's why. Just being in the match with John gives Solo a rub, right? And Solo is not on the level of John Cena, right? So John is going to take the win on a big stage. But I do like this matchup a lot. I like it gives me the John Cena Umaga type vibes from many years ago. So I just think that this is definitely going to be a fun one for me to watch. And I do think they'll do well, but John will win.
William?
They already pretty much said it all. I'm definitely going with John Cena. John?
John's taking John.
I'm conflicted.
I mean, it is like I get it. It's a well done storyline, but I just think if John Cena loses, there's no point in him ever coming back again, you know. So, but I also see him trying to give John Cena giving Solo the rub. But again, how do you come back after these promos? It's got me interested. It's a good thing.
And we also need to look at the fact, and Trisha Pilot says John Cena is her choice. Let's look at the fact that John Cena has only won one match since he's been back, and that was in a tag team match with LA Knight. So I think this is the one time he gets a singles victory, but after that, he's pretty much done.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with John Cena as well. Unfortunately, another 100% for everyone there. The next match I've got listed down, this is going to be really a fun one, I think. Cody Rhodes taking on Damian Priest. And William, why don't we start with you on yours?
Rhodes.
Well, that was quick.
Yep.
Do you want to think about that?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Bryan?
Cody Rhodes. That's it.
What? Oh, Carlos, you got a minute?
Well, I guess I want to. Are you guys interested in this match at all? I'm not.
I'm not.
Apparently, that's why we're getting all the short responses. So
It's just they're not. I mean, like
To me, this is just a filler for Cody Rhodes' build up.
yeah. And Cody, he should be. They should be using him to put other people over right now. It's just this is ridiculous how they're booking him. This is like the last trails of Vince McMahon. It's just like fuck. Give them Adam. I'm tired of Judgment Day. I'm tired of all these guys insert this. They need to give all these guys proper feuds. I'm over the Raw booking. It's
So Trisha Pilot also picks Cody, and I'm also picking Cody. So there's another 100% for one competitor.
And I'm picking. Yeah, of course I'm picking Cody too. Yeah.
Apparently, I keep forgetting to change the banners here. So
Jesus.
I know. I forgot.
WrestleMania main event.
Well, fuck off. Anyways, let's see. Now we already done that. So why don't we go on to the WWE United States Championship match? Champion Rey Mysterio defending against Logan Paul. This one's kind of an interesting one. Why don't we start off with Bryan?
All right. I am going to go with Logan Paul. I think the timing is right. I would like to see. Ray's had a great run with the belt, but I think he's done everything that he can do with the belt. And I think that Logan could take this belt and help bring a whole different kind of audience to it while bringing a different audience to the WWE brand or Endeavor brand now. So ultimately, I do think that Logan Paul is a good choice here, and I am going to make my decision on that choice and say Logan Paul.
All right. Carlos?
Again, we're keeping it with Bro High. I'm going Logan Paul too.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well put me down.
What the fuck?
What?
I just think there's again the thing that fans need to remember, and again, it's like it doesn't. There was times before where you didn't see the U.S. title for months. It was the U.S. title this past WrestleMania was barely defended on WrestleMania for the first time, and only the second time in its existence. I think that was a stat. Like there's the U.S. title does not need to be on TV every week. People want to get on the soapbox, but it's like there's been times where you never even saw the U.S. champion on TV for months or on a pay-per-view. So if Logan Paul has the title, he'll do more for it on social media, carrying it around than it would do for the title on Raw, on SmackDown on a weekly program. It's going to be Logan Paul.
Yeah, 100% and exact same reasons. And also, for the people complaining about that, you can't even get Roman Reigns every week. That's your
but they just forget. Like it's like I said. Sorry, finish your thought. My bad.
Oh no, just so I think it's more important for those main titles to be on every week, or at least live via satellite or something, right? Or mentioned. But I think the United States title could help, like you mentioned, with social media and getting that kind of push.
Yeah, Trisha Pilot going with Logan Paul as well, and we got yet another 100% in one competitor.
Oh,
I'm-
you poor thing.
You said you made us like, or you just wanted us to be different than you? Are you looking to win? Is that what it is?
No, I was actually expecting all of you to say Rey Mysterio.
No.
I was going to be
No.
the only one to say Logan Paul. But
Nope.
Oh, because I'm Mexican, I'm gonna vote for Ray. Is that what it is?
I'll
Wow.
take your race card and shove it up your ass. You know what? This little
Hispanic Heritage Month's over. That was over. It was over on the 15th. Sorry.
Hey, don't get over it, little gay boy. Anyways,
Brian, should we finish this up while these two?
I'm looking for the right to censor theme song right now. I was like, can I get this loaded somehow?
Don't say loaded near Carlos. That gets me
Oh, geez.
excited. So
Okay, cool. Next
Oh
match.
my gosh. See, you don't play you and I play off each other, so don't act and you instigated too, so don't act like you're like Britney Spears over here.
oh, I at least admit I play off you. So
You're not Britney Spears 1999 over here, okay?
Next
Yeah,
match.
We
Damn.
gotta start on another room.
here we go. Guys, just
Look,
pick-
you guys show up for 1 week and you're gonna start running things.
yeah, I
No.
was gonna say Carlos and I have been holding
Like
it
the
down.
NWO, we're taking over.
Now they want to intervene.
Oh my god.
Look, Brock Lesnar, look part-timer, okay?
You're over here crying again.
Anyways, yes, let's move on. Why don't we go on to the WWE Women's Championship? Champion Io Sky is defending against Bianca Belair,
Mhm.
the gal that she cashed in on. Carlos, let's get your thoughts first.
Oh man, I don't know. Like, this is the one where we go different. I'm gonna go Bianca Belair. I don't know. I'm over Io Sky's title reign. I'm ready to see damage control break up. I want to see better for Bailey. I'm ready to see all this stuff progress. I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair.
Brian?
I'm back and forth on this. It depends on how desperate the WWE is, and by that I mean that they took the title off of Bianca, which was very necessary. I think it's helped refresh her a little bit and to see if she can do without the title. And I do like what they've done with Io. The question is this Io's time? Is it enough time as champion to move on? I could see them going into the alternate feud, or is she going to get some kind of disqualification here? What have you?
What's her alternate? What's her alternate feud?
Her alternate feud for Io outside of Bianca would be damage control, like you said. So, right now I'm talking about.
So you really think they're going to take the focus off Charlotte and Bianca with the women's title?
No, I mean as far as alternate feud for Io.
Gotcha. Okay,
outside
but
of Bianca.
without the championship or with the championship?
That's what I'm struggling with.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here like, man, I could see them fighting for the championship and doing the damage control breakup thing. But also I could see the WWE, we're getting into Mania season, and I look at which star is more marketable from a Mania standpoint. So, I mean, I'm going to take the business answer, and I guess I'm going to say Bianca here.
Well, I'm going to break this up. Io.
Woo!
I'm going Io.
Yeah, I think somewhere along the lines, I don't think we're going to see damage control split quite yet. I think we're going to somehow maybe have them more involved with probably War Games,
Mhm.
if I'm thinking right, because that's already been kind of muddied up. I think we're going to see Team Aldis versus Team Pierce for the men's part, but I'm not sure on the women yet. But I'm going to go with William on this. I'm going with Io Sky retaining, and Trisha Pilot went with Bianca Belair, so it's a 60-40 deal here. So.
Trisha's team hype and your daddy's type. We like that. Welcome to the team.
It's a tough one to predict, right? Because
It really is. I mean, that one can go either way.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, for me, like I've already said in another podcast. Like, to me, Io Sky. They've done nothing with her. They've done nothing for me. Again with this reign, it just feels like she's a placeholder. I'm ready again, and it's really sad. But it's like I'm ready to just give it back to Charlotte or Bianca and let's move on. Like I'm over it. Like, and it's sad that that's the state of the women's division, but it is.
All right. Well, we go to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This one's going to be another interesting one. We got champion Seth freaking Rollins defending against the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. William, your turn.
I'm going Seth Rollins, although I do believe this might be where we see the Money in the Bank come in.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So do you want to double up on that?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that much of a future teller.
I was gonna say, why don't we wait till the end of the card and then we'll figure out who wants to double up if they want to. So, why don't we go ahead and move on to Bryan?
Yeah, I'm kind of the same as Will there. I do think it's Seth Rollins that will continue his title reign. This was kind of a tough one for me because I did say that Drew would be a great opponent for him and the first real challenge to him. So I just don't think that the title will change hands first time these guys interact.
Okay, Carlos.
I don't care.
Okay, Orange Cassidy.
I don't care. It should have been Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm gonna go with Williams' point. I'm gonna go with Williams' perspective. I think that maybe Seth wins, and then I'll double down. I mean, we're not bidding for money or anything like that. But we talk about later. I think that maybe Drew getting cashed on when he's about to win the title is what finally turns him full heel. I like those thoughts. I'm gonna go Rollins with the possibility of Damian cashing in. And again, this is business. They're again, if you saw Vince McMahon yesterday, talking like Saudi Arabia is our new home. I could see them wanting to give a cash in to Saudi Arabia. I mean, they're trying to build that relationship, trying to get things renewed there, trying to get more money out of them. So yeah, I could definitely see that.
I'm gonna be the party pooper in the group. I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Is this for Sherry? It's good.
What did you say?
Sherry, our friend Sherry on X. Is this a vote for her?
Here we go. Trisha Pilot says Seth freaking Rollins, but no, I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to quite see a cash in yet. I think Damian right now is still holding the undisputed tag team championship. I don't think he's going to do it quite yet. So it's you guys could be right. I could be wrong, but
again, I'd love to see Drew get that title. So again, I'm okay. Yeah. I'd be okay with being wrong.
I think he's due for another run.
I guess we'll find out because he hasn't signed but also you gotta remember he hasn't signed a contract extension that we know of either. So that could be,
and that's why I didn't go with Drew.
Yeah,
but that could also be the possibility right there. Say, hey, we put the title on you. Will you sign? And who knows?
Don't take Tony's money. I think he's going to AEW.
All right. And last but not least, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, I guess you call him the champion, Roman Reigns, defending against LA Knight. Bryan?
Yeah, Roman definitely is retaining. However, I look for this is the chance for LA Knight to shine in front of a big audience, big crowd. And really, it's a test just to see if he is going to be a future that guy. And so I'm excited for this match. I want to see what he does with this opportunity if he grabs the proverbial brass ring.
Carlos?
I'm gonna go LA Knight because I want to be shenanigans. And I think that like seeing him, I go back to just thinking of the old Attitude Era ways and thinking and just like, and I could just see Triple H politicking Vince to keep the title on him or for a title change. And I want to see him as the person in creative control do the same thing. And I want to see him pull the trigger on LA Knight. I mean, if you watch SmackDown this Friday when LA Knight just told the crowd not yet, and they all just were silenced. Like that to me was like amazing. And to me, like that was one of the things where like, you have something here. We already know Cody can finish a story anytime. And again, it should be Roman, but at the same time, he can still finish the story another time. You already know what you have in Cody. Why not take the chance to see what they have with LA Knight? Like even like other people were talking about, like, I was also listening to another show, and somebody was talking about their friend was in the locker room. I think at the Browns it might have been, and they were talking about and they were talking about how they're all saying LA Knight, yeah, and there are people like, you need to get this guy's over, man, and so I think for me, why not go back to those old days of going with it and seeing what you have. So again, I'm going to be the guy that's going to go for LA Knight.
William?
I'm going to go with the tribal Brock Lesnar.
All righty. Trisha Pilot saying Roman. I. Hmm, hmm.
What?
This is where I really now am totally conflicted because if the move is to have Cody still face Roman at the next WrestleMania, I don't think it would make sense to take the championship off him right now.
Nope.
Although I think it would have been better to have him face Rollins at WrestleMania because he knows he can beat Rollins
Mhm.
3 times.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. Although the interesting fact, though, if Cody was to defeat Roman, he would have been the only talent to defeat Roman for 2 different championships, which that would have been pretty cool if that happened, but it didn't. Part of me likes Carlos's idea too. LA Knight is way too fucking hot right now. I think it would be a shame to not put it on LA Knight.
So before John answers, let me ask you guys this really quick question. Would you guys be mad if LA Knight won?
No, absolutely not.
I don't.
No,
And Brian?
no, I wouldn't be mad. Just because I don't think it's not the right time. I don't think that he's not the right person. Like I think he could pull it off, but I would like to see a way bigger stage for that.
I think if that happens, the internet's gonna lose their shit.
Oh, of course, but you also got to remember WWE is in the mindset of we can on the next night on Raw we can win you all back. I mean that's just how that's their attitude, and I think that's part. I think that's a lot of this too. They're trying to show like we still control the narrative, guys. And but again, LA Knight they didn't plan for LA Knight to get over. So again, it's like a 50-50 part where okay, we're gonna listen. We have something here. We're not see what it is, but also we know we can get you back on track if we just do X, Y, and Z too. You know.
On that note, let me ask you this. Would you be mad if he won and then on Monday Night Raw he lost it via Money in the Bank cash-in?
Well, I'd be mad if he was on Monday Night Raw with the title, yeah. So it has to be on SmackDown.
But I think you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You'd be mad if he lost it 2 days later. So, let's not be facetious.
Way to put your tag team partner on the spot, by the way. Thanks, Joel.
Pay attention. Brands matter again. Brands matter.
No, they don't. Yeah, would you be mad at a short-term transition like that with him?
I wouldn't be mad about it because again I do see I honestly and the reality is I do think they're setting up for him to beat Logan for the US title at Royal Rumble. But again, why not see what you have? I wouldn't be mad about it. I mean that's the whole point of being of Money in the Bank cash in too. And that I mean again if it gets people talking and people pissed off then that's heat, like Bully Ray would say heat, so I wouldn't be mad at it. But again, if he's chasing it again, then that's the whole Austin thing too. Like the guy is nuclear hot right now. And again, don't give me another thing where Cody was the right choice and you didn't pull the trigger. Like why not see what you have? Again, that's why I'm really hoping I'm right and they go with LA Knight.
Okay, Carlos sold me. I'm going LA Knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he wins, we're both going all fucking day. So
hell yeah, we're gonna be fucking with our chest out. Yeah,
and William's shaking his head because I wrote down.
John will be carrying his championship belt around all that week.
John picked Roman originally.
I originally
nice.
picked Roman, and then I changed it to LA Knight because.
Hey William, don't worry. If they're right, I'll teach you how to block people or mute people. Right?
We're gonna be like that. We're gonna be like that. We're gonna be like Cowboys Nation. What? No, guys.
It would definitely be helpful to have a teacher on that.
Hey. Good hell. Thanks for just calling me a bad brother. So I can teach you how to use Twitter for hell's sake.
Oh hell, I don't want to know. I'm not all that into the tech and platform shit.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed John changed. I convinced him because I wanted to be the guy on the hill by myself, but it's all good.
Oh, you can push him off the hill.
Here we go.
But no, I think, but again, but just him, but hearing how he changed again, that's to me, like, that's what's exciting about wrestling. Like we have that hope. We know what can happen. And again, like I'm looking for Triple H to be that guy, the guy who campaigned, let's not give it to Booker, this guy who campaigned so much time on his own. Like now, if that's how he feels, you have something here. Why not see where you can go with it? Cody can always finish the story later on, like why not see? Well, let's cook. Let's go.
All right. So, like I mentioned before, I want to look at maybe having all of us do a double down on one match. That's it. And that way it kind of helps out in case we're having a bad day. Brian, why don't we start with you? Do you have a particular match here on your guesses on which one you would like to double down on?
And by double down, you mean just like I'm very sure of the win kind of thing?
You'll get double points for that.
Okay. Oh, win. So at that point, I mean, the easy pick for me would be John Cena. I think he definitely gets the win.
Okay. Carlos, you still want to stick with I can't remember. I had you. Oh, Carlos, did you want to stick with Seth Rollins as you?
No. I'll double down with Logan Paul.
Ooh, interesting.
That's where mine's going to is Logan Paul.
William and Carlos double down on that. I think I'm gonna go the easier out. I'm gonna go Rhea Ripley.
Rhea.
Yep.
Chicken ass, chicken shit.
That's a very safe answer.
Oh my god. What a bastard you are, you know.
The Switzerland of the group.
Yeah. Hey, Hal.
Well, no, again, I can't talk. I mean, again, you changed your vote from Roma to LA Knight, so again, props to you. So yeah, kudos.
Oh well, thank you. I guess I'm not sure if that's a compliment or anything, but
He said props to you for agreeing with him. That's
oh
got to be a compliment.
To me, no,
yeah,
yeah.
if you've been listening to Carlos the last few weeks, he sets me up for some shit.
But
so-
no, I can't fault you for taking the safe side for when you're here, you're going on a limb and picking LA Knight when we're going to be the minority in that. So again,
oh yeah.
so again, like stakes wise, I don't blame you for picking the safe one because again, you were going on the limb for that. So.
Well, and we have bragging rights if that happens. You know that.
Oh yeah, they gotta buy us LA Knight shirts now.
Anyways, I know Brian's got to wrap it up. But so, Brian, before we wrap up this whole show, do you have any shout outs you want to give this week?
Just everybody that's been patient with me over the last few months, just as I was like kind of, a little mini hiatus. So thank you guys. And, that's the team, that's people out on Twitter X, everyone, just kind of supports the channel. And then also, check out the newly revised fansofprowrestling.com webpage. John and the team, they did a really good job of just revamping some things out there. And I know there's more to come, and keep going.
And Trish, I want to make sure she knew we were going double down on her for the John Cena match. So
you're making me want that chicken sandwich from KFC when you keep saying that. I'm like, is it back?
Carl, do you have a shout out to give?
Chris Haas, that nasty Leroy Hamlin, Reezy, again, the guys who were there helping me out when John was on this little hiatus. Brian, too, I appreciate you coming in those times. Again, it was really. Thank you guys. Even like when John, I'm not faulting John for doing things, but I was even like, should I just cancel the space and just do it on Thursday? Because I was, I know, because him and I have a good rapport, so I was planning to go off of him with the show, but it's like, just again, thank you those guys who support us. Anyone who comes in our room and supports us, the Stage Up Network, they do a lot of things for us too. Again, just thank you guys for being there to lift me up at those times and be a good partner with everyone here who has things going on and to be able to carry on the shows. Just thank you to all those supporting us.
And before I go to William, I want to make sure everybody knows Brian also has his Tap Out Talk on YouTube. As you can see it on our screen if you're watching through YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Go to YouTube, follow him out at Tap Out Talk there. He does some great reviews on MMA, the WWE PLEs, and other pay-per-views. So be sure
unboxing the AEW crates.
Yes.
I spend $38 every quarter now because of Brian. So
good job, Brian. Way to be a salesman.
So when you talk to Tony and MJF and Kenny, you can let him know that.
Let him know that.
Yeah.
I'll
you put some money. You line his pockets. Yeah.
William,
are we continuing the space on X? Or are we ending that too? Because
we're going to be ending that because William and I have got some things to go through right after. But
thank you for joining us, Harry. But we're going to be ending it early. But we'll be back Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Wednesday after Dynamite. If you want to join us, then
at 10 p.m. Eastern time, right?
Yes, 10:15.
Oh, 10:15. Okay, want to make sure that's right. So, William,
no, I ain't got anything.
No shout outs.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of want to echo the same shout out as Carlos, we are a part of the Saged Up Network, and want to say how much we do appreciate Sage Alvarez Smith for helping us out getting on his network. Also, want to shout out to everybody that is a part of the network. We try to make sure we get out there and support everyone in their spaces as well. But please feel free to check out a lot of those guys like Straight Tippin, Parlay Joe, Patrick Roosh,
Jonesing.
Jones and Effin Sports. I believe that's what it is.
Yep.
Also,
Rip the Ripper
Royce. Don't forget Royce
and Rip.
and Rip. Yes, they all do a great job. Also, want to give a shout out to Ted the Hillbilly Hill Coyle that does Visit Vegas Places. His podcast is very awesome. If you ever plan to travel to Las Vegas, I highly recommend you go check his podcast out. Today we laughed and learned with Chris and Deb. Those two ladies pick some interesting topics, but they also get some good laughs going on that. And most of all, thank you to Austin Boyer with the wrestling world. He does a really good job giving his views and thoughts on not just wrestling of today, but wrestling in the past. He'll sometimes even go back in history and talk a few things over. So you're laughing. What's going on over there?
Just some of the things that I've listened to with Chris and Deb.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, they're so funny.
they get shit going, man. I'll tell you. But anyhow, anyways, also thank you to StreamYard, Spotify, and X app for allowing us to do a live simulcast here. We're not just on X, but we're also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. So thank you to everybody who tunes in. Big thank you to Trisha Pilot, who's been giving us her predictions, but she's also the admin of our Facebook group, the Fans of Pro Wrestling. So thank you, Trisha, for holding that fort down. We appreciate you as always. Yeah, most of all, we appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back again Wednesday night on the X app space and also live streaming at 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. Please feel free to join us then. And that's going to be it. We don't have Chris Haas to do the normal outro, so I'm just going to say this. Who's better than you? Nobody. Take care, everybody.